Hey everybody, welcome to our noon live chat. I am Heather and we are here every day so you learn more and more about Luminous, what we have to offer, and all the fun that exudes us. So we are I was trying to think of some different things and what we wanted to do. And so I thought we could really get more specific because I did do, moisturizer today. I focused on just moisturizer, just using the CC concealer with some, with Love. We focused on the brows. So kind of in that mode of focusing on more detailed application. And so I do want to do liner today for the noon. And I want to cover all of it because we have persuasion, we have temptation. You see me do powders all the time, all that stuff. So I thought we could kind of cover that. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Candy. Hello, Jeannie. How are you guys doing? All right, so I really do. So I'm not going to line my eyes each and every time. So we're just going to talk about it. But of course, we're going to talk about what you get in your starter kit. So let's go over that. This is our Icon, and we also have the Icon Pro, which is double speed. And then we have the Blush and Love. And if you notice, the bottles of the foundation, the two large bottles, obviously are larger, and that's so you can practice. We want you to dive right in and get to practicing. Remember, the more you have that stylus in your hand, the more you're going to learn and the easier it's going to be. Even if you're messing up, it's okay because you're still learning from it. And so think of this as your practice kit. So get it out and get going with it. Now we want you to do the following things. Once you get it, the biggest thing is get it out of the box. You're going to plug it in. It comes already put together. And so as soon as you turn it on, there's air that comes out, but no product is being released until you pull back on the trigger, until you boop, 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 pull back on that trigger. And so practice that. Practice moving that stylus around, feeling that air. Wherever the air is where the makeup's going to go. And then once you're comfortable, put water in this right here. I'll show you a little bit of that. And you can practice. Right now, nothing is coming out. Now water's coming out. And practice just spraying the water. I forgot I had my concealer on. Practice doing that water just around your face. It feels amazing. But if you can do this and it doesn't get too wet, if it's not dripping, if your face just feels really moisturized, then you have it down. You can also, my glass marks were right there. You can also put a couple of drops of your foundation in and spray a paper towel or a piece of paper and see how you're doing with the spray. You'll love it. You'll love it. But there is a learning curve, and so we're very upfront about that. So we tell people to do it 7 days in a row. By that 7th day, you will have it down. All right. Man, we got everybody on. Let's see. Hello, Amber. Good to see you. Jeannie, thank you for sending in those pictures. I love it. Hello, Melissa. Good to see you. All right. Oh, Lord. All right. So now let's get started with eyeliner. I'm going to airbrush my foundation on because we do have, I already have like some pre-coverage. So I did do some concealer. We talked about moisturizing last time. So I'm very moisturized. Concealer and Love on, but I wanted to talk about eyeliner. So the main ones that we have are these two right here. It's Persuasion eyeliner, which is the pen, and then Temptation, which is the more like a liquid eyeliner. I love both of these. They both have great things about them, basically. This one, the Temptation one, is just like, you know, like the old, not old school, but the one that you can draw like this, that you can, you know, just make your lines. Hold on, let me get, that brush was kind of messed up. So let me get the other one. Let's do this one. This one is the black, I think it's black diamond, yeah. And you can tell, let me do the whole, hold this. See how fine and just that tip is? So tickling right at your lash line makes it super easy. Again, you can just go in there and do like super thin line, or you can, you know, you can make it thicker. If you, I always tell people, you know, people are like, well, how do you do a thin line, or how do you know if you want a thick line or a thin line, thin or thick line? And I'm like, depending on if I mess up, because you can get it as thick as that. Even with these come in some really cool shades, and I think it's this one right here. This one is champagne. I might have to hold it close. And the aquamarine is gorgeous too. Here's the champagne one. Can you see that one? I've covered my entire lid with that one and used it as eyeshadow. But again, you're just going to tickle the lash line. You can cat it out as well, but these are amazing. They have such staying power. Once they dry, and they will last. All right. The next one is our Persuasion eyeliner. This is more like a calligraphy pen. It had, and I'll show you. Yay! Oh, I love it. So Melissa just ordered the, well, Melissa, did you order the Temptation? The Temptation, the fun color in this one is aquamarine, but we do have emerald in Persuasion. So I'll show you this one too. This one is so beautiful. I use this one when you want some fun. That is the aquamarine one. And again, gorgeous. Now, Persuasion does have some fun colors. I don't know if I have them all. Of course, we have the black and the brown. We have the gray and the blue, the nautical one. And then we have the emerald one, which is the deep green. And that one I love too. Now, what I love about these is they're all deep in color. So like the aquamarine is super light and fun and all of that. But whoa, I don't have the green one. And I'm having to use my right hand. But let me put, this one is the brown. And I'm going to show you the, the tip in just a minute. That's the brown. This is the black. And it is a true black. This one is the gray. Right there. And then nautical, which is the blue. See how pretty those are? And then we do have the emerald green, which of course I don't have right now. Scoopers. Now, what I love about these is the fact that, look at that pen. Like, it is literally that pen. And so I don't, when I do my eyes, I don't go like straight on them. Oh, you got the aquamarine. You'll love it. You'll love it. So I don't, when I draw on my, I'm going to do it here, but I don't do this. And I don't even know if, look how thin that line would be, which is perfect. But I can still get a very thin line, and I'll do it with this one, dragging it. So if I took, I don't know, I'm running out of room, and just drug that, you still get a pretty thin line right at that lash line. So I can go in and do light sweeping motions right at my lash line. Okay. Right there. And this one is great to cat out as well. So you, again, have those different options. All right. Now, what I want to do is, which one do I want to use? I'm going to take the nude and naughty because there's some fun colors in there. Okay, so I'm taking this eyeshadow palette. We know that I use the eyeshadows to line underneath. And so I can go from a brush, a fluffy brush like this, to line with an angled brush like that. So if I was going in to do some line underneath with, let's say, the dark brown with an angled brush, I can be very precise. And again, just took that angled brush and drug it along the lash line. I feel, this is me as a makeup artist, that doing the like Temptation, like a liquid eyeliner, is too harsh underneath that for, you know, it's just a harsh look. So that's why I do like to either use an angled brush or a fluffy brush to do the eyeshadow underneath. And notice when I did this, like nothing moved. But our pens, the Persuasion eyeliner, the Temptation, they stay with product where you don't have to like really drag hard. I mean, you saw me where I was just like, boop, 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 and the product comes out. So it's that same concept. I mean, I know we've all used those pencils or pens that the pigment wasn't consistent and you had to go over and over and over. And again, what are you doing? You're pulling your eye. You're pulling your eye to, and it's creating more wrinkles and crinkles. So now I'm going to put a little bit of the brown. I'll go a little bit lighter underneath, and I can smudge it. Making it a little more dramatic. I know you're probably going, what, Heather, dramatic? Never. And so you can kind of play, you can even go up a little bit with that. With that, smudge it out. You could use, you see me use an eyeshadow, a flat eyeshadow brush to do that as well. But I can use, so like that, I can use the tip of that as well. So see how soft or softer that looks than that top line, which you can get a little more drama, or, you know, a little more, yeah, a little more drama on that top, and then just soften it on the bottom. Is this making sense so far? Now, if you're like, but Heather, I don't know what to do, or what, you can take the Persuasion or the Temptation and put it at the bottom and smudge it instantly. Get a shorter brush that maybe has a little bit of oomph to it, like not a lot of give. Maybe something like this that doesn't have a, well, maybe that has too much. But as soon as you put it on, you could go in there and start smudging with that. So if you needed to, you could do that as well. Now for the fun part. I'm going to take a little bit of water. So I just poured some water in this little cup here. And now I'm going to take an angled brush and get the brush wet. So I'm just putting that brush right into the water. And no, I'm going to dip it into eyeliner, or to the eyeshadow. So I'm going to use that fun blue that we used the other day. So my brush is a little wet. Now I can take it and line my eye as well. So I think this probably got a little bit too wet. What I normally do is in your sink, you know where the drain is, I just hit it, like put it in there. And so it's not soaking wet, it's just a little wet. So I'm gonna dry it out just a little bit, taking that blue again. And it almost makes it like a gel eyeliner. So look at, can you see that? So it will make it a little more intense, but it really opens up what you can do as far as eyeliner goes, because you can use it with any of your Luminous eyeshadow palettes. So if you're like, oh, I don't have the right eyeshadow, I want this color, you can do it. And so you can make that as intense as you want it, as light as you want it. It doesn't matter. Now, if I took another brush and I can go straight to the powder, I don't even have to wet the brush. I can go straight to the powder, but it is going to be a little bit on the softer side. So I'll do this one. I'm going to go right underneath it just so you can see the difference. Can y'all see the difference where one is a little bit softer? I know this looks silly, but see it? So this one is a little bit softer if you go in with just the powder. Plenty of pigment to give you a perfect look if that's what you're going for that day. If you wake up and you're like, no, I want to highlight my, eyeliner, and I want to bring, you can make it more intense. Again, just depends on what mood you're in, right? All right, I'm going to take that off so I don't look ridiculous. And I'm going to take that one off. And then we'll airbrush real quick so we can talk about airbrushing. But you can see the staying power that has as well. And that was just eyeshadow and just wetting that brush to make it make that pigment a little more intense. All right. But you can tell, I mean, these colors are amazing. And they, like, I'll wash my hands a bunch of times and I'll probably still have some on later today. All right, doing a little bit of the snap back. All right. And now let's go back and I'll do the CC concealer a little bit. Shaking it up. Putting my drops right in here. Turning my system on. And now I'm going to make sure this is all soaked in. I can start with my eyes. Underneath the eye, moving as we go down my nose. What is everyone's favorite eyeliner? And tell me your favorite eyeliner and what colors you line with the most. All right. Ooh, I feel so much better with that concealer on now. All right, so I have my concealer, and now I can go in. We'll do the Mystic Shade 3. Shaking it up. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more. Candy likes the Black Persuasion. Jeannie said none. that you've never been good at. Try an angled brush, Jeannie, and eyeshadow. Sometimes that's a little bit easier. But not everybody, it's all about the interpretation and what you like. I mean, what makes you feel good. And so I don't always wear eyeliner. There's times that I do and times that I don't. And there we go on the foundation to make sure. All right. So you saw that when I'm doing it, I keep my hands moving. You will overlap when making your passes, but you're not going to go in that one spot twice on that pass. All right, I'm going to take the brown. You like more of a subtle look? Yeah. Natural look. Yay. So I'm going to take the Persuasion and tickling my lash line. Right there. An eyeliner would make a difference on your eye shape too. I mean, it makes a difference. Eyeliner makes a difference depending on your look, your eye shape, if you're wearing lashes, that kind of thing. All right, now take that. Actually, I think I'm going to go back and make it a little compact. I think it'll be easier if I can see. All right, so I just did the Persuasion eyeliner just to end to the end, and then eyelash. And then I'm going to cat this out just a little. Wing it out, cat it out. Because it is so fine, that point. Am I covering? Definitely can't talk when I'm doing this, because there's always that one side you do better, the one side that you do better than the other. So there you go. Usually I try the one that I usually have trouble with, but then it changes all the time. I'll be like, yeah, oh, it's the other side. So there you go. So eyeliner can make a difference. It can be subtle. It can be fun. It can be a fun color. It could be eyeshadow. It could be eyeshadow that you wet the brush. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you can do. The possibilities are endless. So there you go, guys. Hey, we're going to be back. We'll be back at 2 o'clock. Back at 2. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for the noon. I hope everybody's having a great hump day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now, guys.